our purpose is to make happier workplaces. That's what we wake up every single morning. And hello, leaders, and welcome back to the LeadHer Lounge. Today's episode is all about creating a sense of purpose for your employees and their roles as well. As founders, Taylor and myself, we found our purpose with Monarch Coaching. I think we found it before that, of course. I think it was, for me, it was 5 years ago when I finally found something that represented my why. And it was bigger than myself. Yeah. Yes, because sometimes we're like working hard because we want this career and we want this title and we want this money, which is great. Mm-hmm. But purpose means that you have something outside of yourself, outside of what is going to benefit you as a person, who's going to give a better quality of life to those around you, whether it's a product, a service, as is our service. Mm-hmm. Our purpose is to make happier workplaces. That's what we wake up every single morning. And even though maybe we're going through some struggles at home or health issues or just struggles or just we're lazy, right? We don't want to get up because it's cozy in the morning. We don't want to get up. So that really motivates us because we know that what we're doing is impactful and the why is huge. So what we want to do today is just to cover 3 ways you can kind of inspire your team members, your employees, because not everybody knows their purpose. Remember, 5 years ago, I found mine. But how you can align and connect with your team members, employees' purpose as well. So the first one is make work purposeful.
Yeah, and the first thing I think you should be asking yourself and your employees even is, what is the mission of our company? What's the company's mission? And it's something that is going to be bigger than what you're probably doing alone on your team, right? If this is going to be something like an employee is going to be able to see, I'm contributing to something bigger than myself when they know what the company's mission is. And this isn't just like the values. It's not necessarily even the vision. It's all related. But the mission is like what Erika said for Monarch, like we create happier workplaces. That's our mission. Our mission is to create happier workplaces. So when we're working with people, we tell them that so that they know this is what the mission is. Like, this is what we're trying to accomplish. And that brings a sense of pride to people. And if everyone on the team knows that they are working towards the same thing and they find themselves in that purpose somehow, it's going to be a lot easier for them to work together and achieve that thing. And I truly believe, and I think we're going to talk more about it, but like the mission should be something that is shared from the interview, like straight away. Onboarding, that needs to be what kicks off the conversation so you know that person's aligned with you.
100%. And that's what we do with our company, because that's the second way that you can help with your employees' purpose. Is like you need to connect to the employee's life purpose as well, because they do have their professional, but at the end of the day is one thing. Yes. And we believe that higher managers are missing on the opportunity to align their employee or the future employee purpose and mission to the company, right? One question can be how the company purpose is going to support your personal purpose. How can we support you?
Are you dreaming about finding a community that accepts you for expressing yourself, trying out new styles, and leaning into the festival community? Well, the Revamped Clothing Spot Festival is looking for you. We're looking for volunteers, brand ambassadors, and community leaders that want to hop in to our festival that we host every quarter to share their stories, their experience, and service with us. Check us out on therevamp.org.
The employee was going to be, okay, this company cares about me and my why and my impact from the beginning, from that question. Yes, I know communication skills are important. I know teamwork is important, but connecting with a purpose, something that is like so personal, is gonna be better for those future employees who are gonna be impacting your company. So during the onboarding process, start with that. Do they know their purpose? And it's going to be a hard question because, again, a lot of people don't know them. But let them create that time for them to, okay, yes, my purpose is usually is going to be helping people. Is that happens to me, for example, when I was a leader, every time I had the opportunity to ask someone about their goals, they said, like, I love helping people. I'm like, that's your purpose. Your purpose is like helping people to succeed in their role, sharing with them your failures so they don't make the same mistakes, and just help them take their hand and like bring them to that success.
Yeah.
So that's your purpose, and you can help your people recognize that and kind of finding them as well if they haven't yet, because some of them or most of them haven't.
Yeah. Another question you can add to what is your purpose? And if their answer, for example, is something like, I love helping people, who do you love to help? Be more specific. And it doesn't really matter necessarily as if they want to help, but it just helps guide the conversation, I think. So if they tell you, oh, well, I really like helping my coworkers, like I help them achieving things, or I really like contributing to my community, I really like volunteer work.
Yes.
Like those are different types of help, kind of, and they could all be together under the same umbrella. But I think if you are, this actually goes into our third point, I think, which is
support all paths to purpose.
yeah, we want to support all of their paths to help them find their purpose. So for what we mean by that is if you are able to support team outings that are like volunteer based, and you have a lot of team members who love volunteering, they want to, maybe it's planting trees in the local park, or maybe it's working at a soup kitchen during the holidays, or maybe it's working at an animal shelter, something like that. If you've got an opportunity to do any kind of team building in that capacity, they can see their purpose in the company's actions. And it's not just, oh, I'm aligned with this one thing. It's like, no, the company also supports my purpose. And they can really find that there. So if we're not able to give that, and sometimes depending on what organization or industry you're in, that might be challenging to offer opportunities like that. But we got to try to offer them time and give them the space to use their energy towards their purpose somehow. If we can't find alignment in work, how can we do this outside of work? And how can we kind of tie it all together somehow so that you're not feeling like you're doing all of this for nothing, or you're not contributing to something.
Yes. So these are like 3 ways. I mean, there are a lot of ways for you to align your employees' purpose with the company purpose. I think that's kind of like your mission as a leader, finding those ways. That's why you need to learn about your team members. That is the only way that you're going to be able to align those 3 things. So remember, the first one, make work purposeful. If you're a founder, it's going to be a little bit easier. If you're a leader, maybe it's not your company. How you can do it within your team, because you are the owner of the team. You have the power within the team. So how to do it? Connect to the employees' life purpose. Learn about them. What is the connection between their life purpose and their professional purpose? And if they haven't found it, help them find it. Because sometimes they don't know. We don't know. This is not a question that you get in high school and university. It's something that you develop as you go in, maybe because you have some good friends that bring that to you, or if you listen to shows like this and podcasts like this. Otherwise, it's hard to think about these type of things, but they're so essential. And the third one, again, support all paths to purpose. Sometimes that purpose is outside of work, so that's why the flexibility is so good to have. The balance between, yes, I'm working hard, but then I go and I do my hobby that is my passion. So how to create that space for them to do both as well.
I want to add one more thing to that last part, though, because for like supporting the paths,
yes,
even if there really isn't like a direct correlation between the work that I'm doing and my passion or my hobbies, like art. Let's say like I'm really passionate about art or something. If my work in some capacity supports that still, that is a path, like some people's passions can be expensive and hobbies can be pricey. So, and not to say like, well, you're working here to get money. Like there should be some kind of professional purpose that you can find in some capacity. Like I want to help my teammates. I want to be a good employee, blah, blah, blah. But I do think that there's going to be some connection that you can make of like, how is your work somehow supporting what you want to do outside of work? So, and maybe that is mostly just monetary, but either way, I think that that still is a good way to look at it of like, okay, yeah, I'm doing this so that I can enjoy my life and I can do the things that I really want to do.
Yes. And same goes to you as a leader. If maybe, yes, I'm working in this company, maybe my purpose is not definitely there. As a leader, you have a purpose because you're already a leader and that's a great purpose, just to serve your team members. But find also those hobbies that gives you that extra energy and things like that. I am a dancer, so I go to this studio every night from 7 to 9 p.m. and I meet lawyers, engineers, doctors. Everybody just go there, and that's we didn't know like our professions until like recently,
so
right?
funny.
That
I
we have
love
an outing.
that.
Otherwise, we just think that people just dance and that's it.
We're
But
here to
it's,
salsa.
that's it. And we have all our careers and we do things, but when we go there, it's just like that's also part of your purpose, being part of a community and just find that for yourself. So it's gonna be easier to help your team members to find that for themselves as well.
If you have anything that you are really passionate about and you feel like you have found your purpose in the work that you're doing, tell us how you found that. Tell us in the comments below. If there is anyone on your team who you feel like maybe feels a little stuck and isn't sure what their purpose is, this might be a good video to share with them as well. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to get more content from us.
Yes, and thank you to our friends at Velocity for this beautiful studio, and we'll see you next week, leaders.
Bye.
Bye.